Men and women, lives on the line. These are the real stories of the Highway Patrol. On this edition, a sniper fires on the Highway Patrol and other officers rush to their aid.
You guys take some cover, man. Take cover.
A CHP officer confronts an armed robber with a terrified hostage.
Put it down.
And Highway Patrol officers sort out the case of a deadly freeway crash.
It's a pretty substantial impact, maybe 85 plus as far as miles per hour.
What you're about to see is real. Stories from the files of the California Highway Patrol and other state police agencies across America. Stories from and about patrol officers out on the highways and roads where nothing is ever just routine.
Some shots. We're on the on-ramp, southbound 710 from 3rd Street. We just took about 6 shots at the patrol car.
A sniper opens fire on 2 CHP officers who stop to help a stranded motorist.
Stay there. Get a perimeter. Stay where you're at. Back off the ramp.
LA give me an air unit and put out 1199 to East LASO.
10-4 copy. We'll upgrade this to 1199 to East LASO.
You're right.
Let's get somebody on the Long Beach freeway. Get to the car on the bottom of the ramp. Down to C94. Where we're going to come in from, we don't want to take rounds ourselves.
Where they at? Where they at?
I guess they're staying there.
So you guys take some cover, man. Take cover. What do you got, guys?
Pedro's in there.
Hey! Come on back, take cover, man. Wait for a K9 and an air unit. We'll advise all officers that are inside this perimeter to double back out of the perimeter, set up perimeter, and take cover.
And where's sort of dog? Where can we get a dog in this yard if we can't find nothing?
10-4 copy. You need a dog in the area. That's going to be 3rd Street.
Okay, Mike, exactly where did these shots come from and where's your suspect at?
Okay, we never saw him. He shot from inside the Caltrans yard.
10-4, where are you at now?
We're still pinned down in the on-ramp.
Where is he?
West Wilson 87.
That's right, thank you.
Hey, unlock this door. Stay down. Come on.
Complicating an already tense situation, Acevedo must move a suspect from an unrelated arrest out of the line of fire.
Okay. Okay, we've got plenty of firepower here to look for this idiot. We have a pretty good perimeter set up. My main concern is not the casket guy, just not getting anybody shot right now.
22 David 10-4, you're on the 60 over the 70.
If he's still in there, he's going to jail tonight. A CHP helicopter searchlight sweeps over the storage yard, but still no sign of the sniper.
David, that's all. Did your unit get hit?
We don't know, man. We're still on the ground. We haven't even checked it.
They haven't checked.
Well, a couple of 3-man teams go in. K9 won't deploy. So we'll just get a couple of 3-man teams and we'll go in there and do a walkthrough.
Okay, we got a pretty good perimeter set up. So. Hey! What? Get out of here! Leave! Let's go! Get out of here, man! Leave! Leave! If you don't leave, you're going to jail. This is not a place to sightsee, all right? There's somebody shooting, and you don't need to be here. I'll stop. Take off, or you're going to be arrested. I'm not going to argue with you. Do you understand? Leave. Now. You're not moving fast enough, gentlemen.
From inside the yard, word comes that the sniper has escaped.
Yeah, right. Good kid, you and I and him. LA82 S12.
S12.
LA2 S12, we're code 4. The suspects are GOA. Advise all units to go 1098, clear their frequency.
Finally, Acevedo reaches his 2 men.
What happened?
got him in the car. I'm doing the 180 in my car, and all of a sudden, 6 shots.
Come over here.
I think it came from over in.
Come up there.
He said he saw it coming from over by that tree.
Are you okay? Pretty scary, isn't it? All right, guys. Well, just be careful for the rest of the night, and I'll get back to you at the station. All right. Luckily, nobody got hurt.
The state troopers of Arkansas are becoming experts in the use of dash-mounted video cameras. On a highway in the outskirts of Little Rock, this law enforcement tool catches suspects red-handed.
Little Rock, I'll be out of that vehicle about the 177. He's not driving real good. Okay, David.
Yes, sir.
Who is John? Is that he? Is that John?
No, that's
Who rented the car? Who's this John Kenneth somebody?
associate of ours. Rented the car for us to take his business trip.
Okay, what kind of business trip you been on?
Livestock. We buy livestock out of state, haul them back to Maryland.
Where you coming from today?
Just heading back home, coming from Arizona.
Where at in Arizona?
Tucson.
Tucson?
Mm-hmm.
How long you been out there, Dave?
About a day or two.
Day or two?
Yeah, a day or two.
1 day or 2 days?
Well, 2 days.
Okay.
We'll spend 2 days there, for a livestock auction, and we're heading home now.
Okay. We'll stand back here just a minute. Mm-hmm. Just stand back there beside the front door, and I'll be right with you. Why did one of you two not rent the car? So you guys got a car here. Neither one of you rented it. I'm trying to get some details, make sure everything's okay on this car and this trip and everything.
Oh yeah, everything's fine. I mean.
So how long were you in Arizona?
Okay.
Oh, you went to California too?
No, I didn't.
Did he? What'd you say California for? You're getting me real suspicious. You're talking circles. You're not saying anything. We got these two guys that obviously don't know where they've been. One of them has no idea really where they went.
It's gonna be on TV.
I don't know. Okay, David. Nobody's supposed to be driving this car except John. David, y'all don't have anything illegal in the car, do you? Nothing at all. If I decide I want to look, you got any problem with it? Due to the fact that we have so much illegal activity on this freeway, I'm gonna ask your consent to search the vehicle. The areas that I would want to search would be the entire vehicle and any or all containers. Sir, if you would, come on back and have a seat in my car just a minute. I'm going to do a search of the vehicle. Now, is there anything in here illegal that you know of?
No.
Okay, come on back and have a seat. These guys obviously up to something. Doesn't appear to be anything in the car. Okay, right here it is. See the bundle of marijuana? Or cocaine, whichever. There it is. Don't let them out of the car, Marty. Do you understand that you have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before we ask you any questions?
Yes.
Have him or her with you during questioning?
Yes.
Okay, so come on back here and have a seat. Okay, apparently the passenger in the front seat of my vehicle left a bag, what appears to be cocaine. Tried to check it on the seat of my unit. Getting deeper all the time. So I'm not going to spend all day waiting when you decide to help yourself.
Well, what stuff you're really talking about? Really don't.
You don't know what stuff I'm talking about. So this marijuana is on the passenger seat you don't know anything about. And this that you dumped in the floorboard you don't know anything about. Okay, Ronnie, I'm going to give you a shot at it too. Do you want to tell me anything about this stuff? The more you tell me, the more that bond comes down and the more your penalty comes down.
I don't know. I swear I have no idea.
Even though you were sitting on top.
Pound and a half.
Now turn your head only to the right. Further right. Head only. Now let's try. to turn your head only to the right. Right. Okay, these two individuals are going to be detained. They will get to Lonoke County Jail under a large bond in the area of $35,000 to $50,000. While these two individuals were sitting in my car, they were being recorded. I'm going to see if they say anything at all about the contraband found in the car.
Were you smart enough to put it in your coat? No. You don't? You're going to find it?
They just hung themselves.
Ronnie, what do you think I was going to do? That's it. Right there. Uh-oh. Looking at something. Man, I thought you were smart enough to put that thing underneath the thing there. He's got it. Damn it, Ronnie. We're under arrest now. My. Why?
This has helped us on several occasions. As I said before, they can't expect any privacy in the backseat of a police unit. This has been ruled in court. So anything they said on that tape, we can use it against them.
Uh-oh. Looking at something. Man, I thought you were smart enough to put that thing underneath the thing there. He's got it. Damn it, Ronnie. We're under arrest now. My. Why?
A woman held hostage by armed robbers as CHP officers close in. Next on Real Stories of the Highway Patrol.
The expression above and beyond the call of duty was never more accurate than on a January day in 1988 near Modesto, California. 34-year-old Officer Paul Fernandez made a split-second decision and became a true profile in courage.
All right, man, get out of the car.
What's up?
Get out of the car.
It's cool.
I want your car.
It's cool.
I want your keys, man. Back off.
They're in it.
Back off.
Man. You can have it.
On January 28, 1988, at approximately 3:55 p.m., a 26-year-old man under the influence of crack cocaine stole a 1988 pickup truck at gunpoint. The car was soon reported stolen, and the Modesto Police Department was now after the suspect for auto theft and brandishing a firearm, both felonies. The suspect began his flight on the streets of Modesto, but when he entered State Route 99, city police requested assistance from the California Highway Patrol. At approximately 4:10 p.m., CHP officer Paul Fernandez spotted the suspect and began to pursue the stolen pickup truck as it sped by. A few minutes later, he was joined by Officer Joseph Tyler and Sergeant John Stearman. Fernandez was now the lead unit in the pursuit, while the other officers took up a position behind.
Modesto 031-9763, continuing in pursuit. I do have a second vehicle with me.
Fernandez radioed dispatch requesting aircraft to join the pursuit. The suspect began driving in an extremely reckless manner, blatantly disregarding the safety of other motorists.
About 75.
The suspect led the highway patrol on and off various ramps of the freeway. While the suspect was on the freeway, he continually drove back and forth, crisscrossing several lanes at high speeds. At this time, the CHP officers did not know that their suspect was a mentally disturbed ex-felon who had prior convictions for battery and assault with a deadly weapon. The suspect began waving his gun out the window, threatening to shoot his pursuers. As the chase continued, Officer Fernandez advised dispatch that the man was armed and dangerous, and that anyone attempting to approach him should exercise extreme caution. The suspect exited the freeway and continued to drive recklessly at high speeds, trying to lose his pursuers on side streets. Suddenly, the suspect skidded to a stop in front of a motel and bailed out of the truck and headed for cover. A bystander tried to stop him, but backed off when he saw the gun. Trapped, the suspect seized the clerk as hostage.
Freeze, mate, put it down. Put the gun down. Put that gun down. Put it down. Put it down. Put it down. Put that gun down. Put that gun down. Put that gun down. Put her down.
The terrified young woman fainted, distracting her attacker momentarily. Fernandez saw his chance. In spite of the suspect's 200-pound, 6'4" frame, Fernandez was able to subdue the gunman and with the help of officers Tyler and Bashaw, disarmed and cuffed him.
Cross your legs. Cross your legs. Cross them. Cross your legs. Cross your legs.
The motel clerk was shaken but unharmed.
Keep your mouth shut. Get up. Get up against that wall. You just go around shooting. Taking people hostage, huh?
The suspect was subsequently booked and tried for assault with a deadly weapon, evading arrest, illegal possession of a firearm, and false imprisonment of the motel clerk.
Okay, no problem.
Later in court, the suspect was found not guilty by reason of insanity and committed to a California state hospital. On May 23, 1989, Officer Paul Fernandez received the highest award the state can present to a CHP officer, the Medal of Valor. Next, tragedy on the freeway as the Highway Patrol investigates a fatal crash.
Our roads and freeways are usually safe, and Highway Patrol officers try to keep them that way. But occasionally there are circumstances that result in tragedy, such as what occurred near Corona, California on Interstate 15.
Preliminary indications that it's auto versus big rig truck, and there's a fatality involved. So we'll go see what we can do here. That's bad.
We have a tow coming?
Yeah.
Only one guy in there? One guy, the POI, it's way up there where the patrol car is at.
So the truck was parked here, huh?
The truck was parked, they just pushed it all the way.
You can see a lot of tools, and apparently it was in some sort of construction field. A lot of hand tools here. You've got a big pile of gravel here, which would indicate that he lost a lot of his load from the rear of his truck when they impacted. So this gives you an idea of the distance, the minimum distance that he impacted the truck and actually pushed it to its present location. So it's a pretty substantial impact, maybe 85 plus as far as miles per hour. But you can see a pamphlet or a magazine or a brochure of some sort there, and it might be possible for somebody to be reading something or looking at something and completely distract himself from the roadway. That may have been what was the case here. The truck was parked on the shoulder here, and apparently it was abandoned. There's no occupants or any other parties to the parked vehicle here, so it looks like it was parked here on the shoulder. Maybe it broken down earlier, and like I said, the driver of the other smaller truck drifted onto the shoulder for some reason, and a good possibility is that literature that you saw in his hand there, that he may have been distracted or taken his eye off the road for a short time. Good possibilities that he may have taken the transition road from the 91 onto the 15 and stayed to his immediate right and never merged to the left and just stayed on the shoulder. This ranks as probably one of the worst that I've seen in 12 years. It's pretty bad.
In 1992, the California Highway Patrol determined that over 1,000 people were killed in traffic accidents in our state for only one reason. They had not used. State trooper was put to the test on Interstate 290 in Chicago.
Okay, this is a stolen vehicle in front of us that was just put out on ISBRN, the Illinois State Police Emergency Radio Network. It's in front of us. There's 3 subjects in it. Right now I'm following it, calling for assistance. I got another unit coming up behind me, and I'm going to wait till we get a couple more units up here. We'll be able to stop it.
Hey, come up on your right side there, buddy.
In case they do run, it's a stolen vehicle. There's 3 occupants. They may get out on foot and run, or they may run in the car. If we could maybe box them in with traffic like this, if they run, we're not going to get in a. They're not going to get in an accident, hurt anybody else. Okay, we're trying to stop the car right now. We have enough units.
Here's the mark unit.
Pull over to the right. Pull over to the right.
Pull over the right lane. So we're trying to get the vehicle over. We're trying to stop them.
Take it easy. Get your hands behind your hip.
Put your right hand on your knee.
Go ahead. Yeah, 10-4. Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up!
After I sighted the vehicle, I got on the radio. I began following the vehicle, calling for assistance, local police departments to help us so we could surround them in case they did try and run, which they sort of did, but they were kind of boxed in, which is I was hoping would happen and did happen. And they have a long, drawn-out pursuit where someone may get hurt. And that worked out much better. I don't believe they knew I was behind them until we surrounded them.
Turn it away from the squad.
I don't think there's any damage to any squad cars that didn't care. So that's good. So right now we're going to Westchester Police Department. Where all 3 subjects in the van are in custody. And we're going to go talk to them and see who's actually going to be charged or what's what.
Highway patrol officers are able to handle almost any situation. But in some cases, a little assistance is necessary. Like an incident in Texas, where state troopers got a big boost from one of man's best friends.
Is this supposed to be the car?
Huh?
Is this supposed to be the car?
It's supposed to be, but he didn't know it's, he didn't know anything about the Trail TV tipping it.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just come out here and we was up in the morning and called me on the mobile phone, told me to come down here because they had it possible. And it's possible. One dog has to take a whiz and then he'll go to work.
I called the feral dog to come walk around your car.
Oh, okay.
If the dog walks around your car and it's clean, then all you have to do is pay $500 on the traffic.
Okay. Where were y'all headed?
Just heading home. We stay at the Skitzer Vista and the addition up there. We're staying with some friends up there.
Y'all headed this way, though, right?
No. They told me to back out to see. Like I was telling them, we lost a bobcat about 3 weeks ago, and I've been going up down through here and asking everybody if they might seen one.
Bobcat? What do you want a bobcat for?
Well, I bought it for a pet, just for a house pet. That's it.
Okay.
33. Yeah, elbow 3. Also 101.
Looks like you may have found something in one of those bags, huh?
You can tear that bag up, didn't you?
We got in there, Chuck. We got in there. Let's move it.
That's the only reason that bag is on Scott Street. What's in there? It ain't no dope in there at all.
Huh? What's in there?
There's a pistol in there. There ain't no dope in there though at all.
What's that?
But it ain't loaded, none of that stuff at all. But there's a middle deal. The green bag? Yeah, it's inside. It's stuff inside the green bag. Watch it. No, ain't nothing there but guns.
Where'd you get the gun from?
I bought it from individuals. And the only thing I was doing with it, I just carried it home. I just picked it up. A friend of mine had it, and I just carried it home. I don't care. I don't never travel with my gun. I don't care one loaded or none of that at all.
You want to go through it? If it was in there.
Got a little film deal. See it?
Marijuana. Or was.
What?
It was at one time.
1123, take your 603.
Here you go. Don't put your fingerprints all over it.
1128, take your 603.
Good boy. You get on anything else?
How much money is supposed to be here? $1,600. Well, what's probably going to happen here tonight is he's going to give her a receipt for the money. The dog hit on the money, which indicated that inside the purse said that there had been some contraband in there at one time. Okay, we did find a little film case in there that had residue in it of marijuana. So basically what's going to happen is
She gonna lose her money?
Well, we're going to run the case through the DA's office, and then it depends on what the DA goes with.
I'm gonna ask you something, honest to God, since I just picked that gun up, how could I carry that legally? Just to carry it home. That's all I was going with was home.
Yeah, but you didn't come up this way and turn around. You said if you live back that way, where are you going this way for?
I was in the drive, coming to back out and get up here on the highway, and this is where I pulled back.
So what were you in the drive for?
I was going to go and ask him if they'd seen me bobcat. I didn't know he was even behind me. I passed him when he had his lights on going that way. So I was just going to pull in here and ask this lady or whoever lived there if they knew if they'd seen the bobcat running around.
He's going to be placed in jail for the, I believe he's got over $500 traffic warrants, and then the carrying a gun, the UCW, unlawful carrying a weapon.
Officer Knapp is on routine patrol when he sees an oncoming car weaving from side to side. Knapp makes a U-turn and follows the car. As he does this, he notices a gray Nissan behind the suspect vehicle immediately turn off the main road into the driveway of a private residence. This strikes the patrolman as odd, being familiar with the area. He has never seen the Nissan at this address. He also notices that as he passes the car, the male driver is watching him. What Knapp doesn't know is that this is Norman Freelove, an escaped convict, one of the U.S. Marshal's most wanted fugitives. The car that Knapp is following has stopped weaving. The actions of the Nissan have aroused the patrolman's suspicions, so he turns back to locate it. He suddenly sees the Nissan heading past him. Knapp turns around and sees the car pull into another driveway. Parking his patrol car a short distance away, Knapp watches as the driver tries the front door. At this point, Knapp begins to think that the man he's watching is casing different homes in the area with the intention of burglarizing them. He follows the Nissan down a dirt road and pulls it over.
Get your hands up where I can see him. Passenger wants to step out of the car here. Nice and easy. Close the door. What are you guys doing out here?
Just driving around. What's the matter?
Following his instincts that the couple is potentially dangerous, Knapp orders them to keep their hands in view. He decides to question them individually to see if their stories match.
That's my identification on you, I can see.
No, I don't have any.
Knapp's suspicions are deepened as he questions the man. His answers to the officer's routine questions are evasive and uncertain. He tells Knapp that he hasn't any identification and that his name is David. He says that the woman in the car is his girlfriend, but refuses to tell Knapp her name. He also says that they recently moved into the area, but he doesn't remember the address.
Stay right here.
Keeping an eye on the man, Knapp then questions the woman, who appears confused and flustered. She tells the patrolman that her companion's name is John. This and other information she gives Knapp conflicts with the man's story. The officer now has enough information to take action.
I'm placing you under arrest for giving false information to a police officer until I find out who you really are.
After he arrests the man, Knapp returns to the woman, telling her that he knows she's lying and that if she doesn't cooperate, she too will be arrested. After repeated questioning, she finally tells Knapp the truth.
Okay, then who do I have in the backseat of my car?
God. That's my ex-husband,
What's his name?
Norman Freelove.
The woman tells Knapp that her ex-husband had kidnapped her that morning and that he had escaped from prison, has a gun, and was forcing her to drive him to Mexico. She also tells Knapp that she lied earlier because Freelove had threatened to kill her if she gave him away. A search reveals the gun, and Officer Knapp calls his report in.
4250. I'm 1015 with 1. I'm on a dirt road just east of SR 111, like a 28.9.
Norman Freelove was taken to the Brawley Police Department, where he was interrogated. Left alone for just a few moments, he attempted yet another escape, but was caught immediately. At the time of his arrest, he still had 25 years to go on a sentence for bank robbery. He is currently serving a 60-year sentence at the federal penitentiary in Lewisburg, Pennsylvania. Next, CHP officers intervene as two men are fighting in the middle of the freeway.
Hey!
One of the highest dangers for officers dealing with problems on a busy freeway is the threat of being struck by passing vehicles. The danger is compounded when officers have to deal with a fight in the middle of traffic.
Looks like we got ourselves a broken down vehicle in the lane, or a fight. One of the other, we got a fight.
Step around the car for me for a second, okay?
LA 401, we have a possible 415, South
Hey!
45 North Vermont.
Come here.
Number 3 lane slot.
Come here. Walk back to my car. What's the problem? ¿Qué es su problema? Come here. Come here, señor. Señor.
Grab some hood. Grab some hood.
Señor. Señor.
Your legs.
Hey, no problema. Come over here. See the car?
I know.
Come here. Over here. Yes, come over here, señor. Watch out for the car, okay? He's extremely intoxicated. The main thing I was worried about with him here is he keeps wanting to go out into the traffic lane. I didn't want to just grab him because I was afraid he'd run out into the road, and then we'd have a real big problem. We'll just get him secured here, and we'll get him in our car and get this whole thing out of the roadway before one of us gets hit.
So they get in an argument in the truck. They stop at the traffic lane right there in the number 3 lane. Get out and decide to settle who's going to drive the truck right there in the middle of the freeway.
Who was driving? He was driving?
He just decided to
ran out of gas.
Down. He's going to go ahead and walk out here.
So we just get down there and get those vehicles moved and we get the freeway open.
You want to bring your unit over here so you can transport these other two?
I'm requesting in for transportation. We have 2 additional units responding to your 1020.
Stay right there. Crack pipe.
Which guy?
I don't know what he did. Okay. This guy here. I don't know if he's a passenger or what.
These 2 are the ones that were fighting.
Yeah, okay. See. We're going to go off Vermont. Just for a second. Okay.
We're going to just get them all off the freeway and figure out what's going on here for sure.
I can tell we'll be on Vermont 190 is here.
You guys got 1. Yeah, he's the one. He wasn't doing anything in the scene. He was just outside the van. There's this guy and that guy that were fighting. This guy's real drunk. I don't know about the other guy. Yeah, have to talk to him. That's right. Okay. This guy's real agitated. He's having loads of fun. Isn't alcohol great? He wasn't fighting. He was just out in the lane. It was these two that were fighting, so I want to see what his story is. How you doing?
Okay, sir.
What's your name?
Martin.
Martin? What happened up there, Martin?
Front windshield, sir. Everything seemed to be all right, but I guess the other guy, the chubby one, kind of, I guess he wanted to drive.
Were you driving with him?
Yeah.
Where were you guys coming from?
We were coming from my friend's house.
You guys just ran out of gas and these guys just decided to fight in the road, huh?
Yeah, I guess.
It's not your fight. You just carry it, huh? Basically, he's saying that he's got no problem. It was just a misunderstanding, that it's not his cocaine pipe, that he's just got it in his pocket, but it's not his. He's had 2 beers, he says, so we'll see what happens. We've got this guy back here, the guy with the crack pipe, was the driver. They start having car troubles. They think they're running out of gas. This guy decides that this guy ain't driving good, so he wants to drive. So they get in an argument over who's going to drive. They break down in the lane, and these 2 guys start fighting over who's going to drive the car that's out of gas.
In the number of police pursuits across this country. As a citizen, stay alert when you drive and always yield when you hear a siren or see emergency lights approaching. If you are one of the few out there who thinks they can run from the law, think of the consequences. In most states, you will serve additional time for failing to pull over and can face a murder charge if someone loses their life because you tried to run.